aggressive play from Alluka! And she just shooed them all away. Both of them so very low, suppressed by that, but that pink shell might just spell death for Mija. DK does get them in the end, but Kamiyu finds one capricious as well. Eisberg pushes out, she ain't scared.
She is the danger, she's the one who knocks. Eisberg here, making sure that she's crystal clear in her intent. 2v3, but quite low these players be. Ultra Ego Celeste, it's very dangerous for them to be in this position. They rotate back out to the B site. They should be able to get the spike down, but the post-plant retake remains to be seen if it's going to work out here. ZOL, they hang on back. The timing, Best can find a free pick here. And Alluka wants to take the fight up close and maybe catch one off guard.
This is a scary situation. Only Best, low HP capricious, catches Alluka off guard. They know exactly where she is. Eisberg, whoo, she nearly gets picked there, but she's not scared. Takes up that space, finds a Neri, capricious, 6 HP, but he's not gonna stop her! It's down to 1v1, and Eisberg, all that's needed is just a sneeze. Eisberg is on that side. She knows exactly where Eisberg is. The defuse comes through. That haunt does find her in the end, does get destroyed. Playing for time. That's what she learned. Eventually, Best does get her, and she still managed to get it halfway. Insane play by Best.
Yeah, perfect stick on that half defuse. ZOL, defensive side pistol, they take it. See how more they can pile on.
Still pushing forward, Alluka in her hands is a shorty. She wants that close range aggression, but ZOL playing the long way as well. I mean, instead, it's going to be really good for them because they know they have the gun advantage. They don't have to play too close. Regardless, cut off noise coming through here. Spike is on A main. But look at the other members. They're just making sure to get those picks if possible. Mid control now relinquished. And it's going to be scary if they do actually push through and get control to the backside of A.
Scary. Ultra Ego, they bring a very different composition here than what we're accustomed to seeing from them. Typically like to pull out the Killjoy here on Ascent, the only map they still pull out Killjoy on, at least as of recent, but we haven't seen them play this in almost half a year. enerii, huge opening pick here, one that Ultra Ego needs, but Kamiyu making use of the chaos. She has a rendezvous to go back out to safety too.
Coming in forward with her teammates, one in hell. Sprays out, not getting that value regardless. This is very, very interesting situation. nabbsky does have a new gun here. enerii wants to go to the tap. She does get one eventually. Mija answers back. That's the reload. They are sticking. Ayumiii from one side, but Mija a little bit faster. Loses 2 guns out of that. Not a problem from ZOL MERAKI when they are starting off this.
It's not seeing that same spark just yet here today. Earlier on versus X10, yes, but ZOL MERAKI seem to have had her number.
Very oppressive. They want to push out here. The aggression coming through because they want to challenge these vandals. Not getting the value from that knife as Kamiyu timing moves away. And Ayumiii finds her straight up.
Need that back. Hold.
All right.
Mija pushing up as well.
Well, Mia's playing this one close. She knows to try and pull their attention away. He's got the Prowler as well to throw out if it ever does come to it. Actually, no, she's burned it already, so haunt is all she's going to have to utilize here. Perfect flash. Not sure if they check Best in this corner. enerii finds a pick off into Mija, but the trigger discipline doesn't even come on in. Only one found by Best. Needed 2 there to make this a bit more winnable for ZOL. And Ultra Ego, they come up in the 4v2.
Very very low though. She is a very big threat. Lucky sprays, spots out 1, get 2. That's a 4K for enerii. Bringing this back.
They have some presence towards B, and I like this because it's going to pull the attention a bit more towards his B side. And you're going to see that if ZOL MERAKI don't really find much contact towards A main, their defense is going to rotate a lot quicker than it normally would have.
Suddenly, it's so quiet. AECL are trying to go for that default, get the opening pick, and suddenly the explosive play comes through. Or they're just trying to figure out where exactly has less amount of players, and mija, fortunately, will be the first one caught out. Look at the speed coming through. They pick up the spike. I think they might want to go through toward B. But Kamiyu, already primed and ready, watching the area. They have full control of the mid side here. Look how fast they're coming through. Haunt as well gets caught off guard, and enerii catches Kamiyu as she was getting rid of that Haunt. Alluka already on the side alongside enerii. It's all clear for them, ripe for the taking. But capriciouS, she does have her knives. She can play a little bit fast, but it's so hard to see best. Great opening with Ayumiii. capriciouS has to wait out that flash. Smokes coming in onto lane as well, but enerii, she's prepped and primed. She gets away. Must have given her shock to see the knives come through. capriciouS a little bit too eager beaver there. 3K already. nabbsky finds one best. Traded out, but Alluka will end it all. Oh man.
Opening rounds here. Went in ZOL's way, but the pendulum was quickly swung back for Alter Ego in their favor. Alluka. It's a great pick he finds on the Kamiyu. They have lots of presence here towards B main, but still, the players on top mid, not moving, not budging. They're trying to expect maybe a push out from ZOL towards mid or towards A main, and they want to catch that out. Comes out to 0 point, doesn't really find much. But that is information in of itself. They rotate now here towards the B site, and they're looking to take it.
Great pick onto Kamiyu. They needed that. Just give them more space. But ZOL MERAKI this time, do not see that opening pick with Thrifty. That mid control, just give it all toward the side of ECL. And once mid control is gone, you know how aggressive they can be coming in from both sides. Main as well as market. Full control of the area. Alluka opening up with mija. capriciouS only good for one, but Alluka already has 3K in her pocket.
30 seconds
Throwing
left.
out that pain shells. I don't know if she's aware there's someone above her. Yes, she is. Very quick on that ace for the day for Alluka.
The showstopper here to really force this. And frankly, if they get 4 rounds on the attacking side, that's already a not bad half, especially on Ascent, which is one of, by far, the most defender side maps you're going to find in the game.
Waiting out the mark. Surprisingly, we haven't really seen that aggressive pushes from ZOL MERAKI when it comes to those utils. They don't want to be caught off guard, especially pushing out aggressively against AECL. But when we see ZOL on those explosive, aggressive plays, it's been translating so well for them. I'm wondering why this change of pace on Ascent.
You want to know something, Tosh? Oh my goodness,
What?
we'll save it for later because Alluka's just going big. He's going ham. She gets a dink on the capriciouS as well. Making sure that she doesn't go unchecked no matter what her sign is. nabbsky finds the kill somehow with a fragment. That was a perfect fragment. That was a lineup all the way from A main. It lands exactly on heaven, and the showstopper connects as well. Could have actually, but gets its value.
30 seconds
Want
left.
that laptop buff from Rosie. Haven't been seeing it just yet. Destroys the Haunt. Alluka playing a very nasty corner to wall bang from Rosie. I spoke too soon. Waiting for that flash to come through. Ayumiii from main. That temporary smoke. Alluka getting that value from that low corner there. Suppression, not allowing her to use her utils just yet. They are aware there's someone underneath. But look at that. I would say that's a pincer coming through from AECL.
On their attacking Ascent than they do on their defense. 59% on their attack compared to their 49% on their defense, which is a very big disparity. It's something you don't normally see here on Ascent. Alluka, you can see why their attack has been so proficient because of just how aggressive they know how to play. Although these numbers, of course, were taken from, what, half a year ago. May was the last time they've even played Ascent versus Team SMG. That was.
It's actually so good how they enable Alluka to get all of these frags. And now the cut of noise. ZOL MERAKI still holding strong. Kamiyu Just waiting for her to just peek out, and she was disabled there. No headhunter, no tour de force. All she's just is left is used with just her classic Kamiyu now. Taken out. Mija playing this very aggressive corner. They know that she's over there. Neri unfortunately whiffs, but the switch to that headhunter. But Mija finds her back in return. It's so good. Capricious gonna pick up that op. Switching out there. Don't have to reload.
Got 2 guns.
Look at that! Ayumiii gets caught off guard there. On top cat, Capricious wants to push out. No one wants to peek the area as Mija coming in from the area. The iceberg shows that she's there. Gets her in the end, and nabbsky not allowing Capricious to bring that op to the next round.
Well, you'd always, at the very least, want to see a response coming in from the losing team here. That being ZOL, the underdog factor, certainly not one to brush off. Alluka taking control in space, quick and easy to shut that switch down. But Kamiyu, huge round, and enerii on the quick draw, able to swap on out, but through the haze. nabbsky using that haunt for information and finding the kill.
Different nightfall comes through as enerii. They smoked out here, don't know what's going on. But from the backside, Rosie with that fragment takes her out. Iceberg is suppressed. 25 HP is all she has to work with. And numbers are dwindling. Rosie from inside. How did she get away with that? She still walks away with her life. nabbsky does find Capricious in the end. But they do survive, and they take it to a 6-2. You
Call
go
this
back to back.
To call this a snowball toss would be an understatement. This is starting to turn into an avalanche.
This is, yeah. Avalanche, landslide, Rosie playing this cheeky corner in the backside of wine. Waiting for the right time. She goes out, takes that damage. Still good for 1 though. That's enough value for her.
Calm.
Played that like a boss.
And collected as well. Good job there for her to find the 1. That's exactly what Rosie needed to do. Just, you know, get that 1. Get yours. I'll let your team figure out how they'll get theirs. Capricious here, playing in hell. If anything, I think it might even be better if she just hid in the corner just a bit deeper. Not to give out too short of an angle, but this is an angle that teams, even though it's commonly used, they fall prey to this many times on over, that hell angle. As soon as you come around the corner, the threshold here, it's something that Ego teams have been able to utilize to their benefit. Damage done there as enerii takes a swing, but Rendezvous back out to safety. The defense is rotated and set themselves. Cosmic Divide. And now that actually just lets ZOL here in the defense get closer.
But this aggression from Mija will be punished. Capricious from the backside. Look at this. enerii playing that very aggressive corner. Capricious does find 1, but Alluka is good for 2. Despite the fact that it's their eco.
But 7 rounds down in a row. Can they continue this streak? Ultra Ego looking so primed, so proper here on their attacking side. Always so ready to fend off ZOL MERAKI on this defense.
Alluka this time. They clear every single corner. enerii watching mid. It's hard to get the pincer when you're just this choked. It's gonna buy some time at least with that C's. Was kind of hoping that the C's will be used with another util, perhaps a fragment, but Bess with the opening. This is huge. Bess is back, but can she continue until the end is the question.
Well, you go around the blind corner, now you don't see anything. Capricious here, very deep angle. I'm not sure if we're going to expect this. Teams will normally look towards B main, but not this deep. Not here. Not towards the mid grass. Try will coin as middle earth. Great find by Capricious. They're brought to a 5v3 now. Could this be the round that ZOL finally take in their stead?
Alluka? Still very much alive, waiting. They clear out the Tox area. Kamiyu great with the opening onto Ayumiii. Bess answers that flash. Really misses her. She gets 1, but not before Kamiyu will trade out. Bess gets 1 more, and finally they take it back on round 10. ZOL.
And you have all this defense bearing down on you without much utility to force him off of the hold.
Holding, she can already kind of predict that someone gonna be checking out mid-top. Regardless, Rosie laying on top there. Forces a teleport as well. This is gonna be huge. Mary slowly but surely making her way through mid-side. I don't know if they're aware that she has slowly pushed out. That smoke gonna isolate the backside. Kamiyu caught with the hands in the cookie jar! And enerii will punish her for it on Marquis.
Wow, still has the range to get all the way back down to B lobby. And Alter Ego, yeah, you're right on the money there, Tosh. They had no idea that Neri's already pushed herself all the way up into pizza. Little do they know it was starting to burn. The oven got too hot. Flash on now, the tree is theirs to take. Alluka has her showstopper to force the issue. Pop flash here, but doesn't even get one. She's completely blind, but sideswipes Rosie with a cross through.
Satchel out.
Satchel her way out of there. But really best getting caught!
30
Underneath, there was nowhere to go! Pain shells as well to isolate the top side. Regardless, still gonna push through. Capricious, are you even gonna be good for one is the question. It's gonna be so hard. She still gets one. The pain shells putting in so much damage. She still gets two. She is on fire right now. Iceberg from the backside. She wants to stop this rampage. Catches one. No! Mija punishes her for that! Great reaction time. But now enerii, she hears that pop of the defuse. They are so sure that it's a fake, but swings out, gets one, Mija! And enerii gonna get one each.
This, she could have come out on top.
Let's see that Rosie not pushing through, but they do get suppressed. This is not good. She can't use her flash at all. They can wait it out, but it does allow AECL a lot of space to come through. And this mid control, again and again, they keep relinquishing it. And the problem with this is that when you give them so much map control, you can see that all the flanks that come through from AECL has been absolutely huge. No clue where to look at.
The Prowler confirms there's more than just one here. They take that ultimate orb. They've got the null command to utilize, and this is potentially important for the post plant. Here comes out the Nightfall. Null command as well. Capricious on the swing. No, she's caught out there. Seized because of that tether. But Capricious only good for one. He still is here within the site though. The double stack within that boathouse is going to be big. They're going to keep him afloat. Pop flash on out, but Mija in the right angle finds one. Swings back around. nabbsky. She switches back to spray control a bit too early. Dispel all that. ZOL, they're going to do this by force. No superstitions needed.
If Mika is auntie, what am I?
Grandma, didn't you claim that?
Oh yeah. Well, not till Tuesday.
You want to be great-grandma? You want to be great-grandma?
Whoa! So that's what's gonna happen next, is it?
Yeah. That's the line of succession.
Wow.
Grandma region.
Grandma region. Wow.
Mark one.
Hunt. Gonna spot out so many. This is where you kind of wish that you had an Odin. Regardless, for the other members, they'll wait out the smokes, they'll wait out the suppression, taking this sweet time. We all know on defense it's a little bit better on this map, but AECL is already so dominating on attack. It's starting to sound so much more scary when they're on the defense.
So many letters in that AECL, ABDCD, might as well. Fnatic once more, because they're really starting to fumble on these words here is all. They've gotten held up. They're stalled. Simply don't have enough air to continue on. Alluka, they've completely just encircled them. Now they're trapped within main. That was her own paint shell that came back to her, unfortunately. But they've trapped ZOL here within that B main. There's nowhere else for them to go. They're really in a rut.
AECL. Not scared at all to push out. Mija is good for one though. And finally, Eisberg.
So close.
That's it.
ZOL MERAKI are in such a difficult position right now. Wouldn't have been out of the question for them to force by, but 3-11 this map could go. Oh, enerii doesn't connect.
Yeah, the Capricious being very aggressive corner. She still gets value from enerii. Regardless, the push comes through. Eisberg spraying that fragment, helping her so much, but Best still gets one more. I'm loving this aggression coming in from ZOL. It's looking so good on them. And suddenly, there's only two left.
Spike planted.
That was
they were
Eco
just
too.
overwhelmed. Yes. And that is why it's so important for you to have a different mindset as you take these rounds. You take their guns and you force them in a situation where suddenly, even though they have the guns, but they're outnumbered.
Gonna need that Mamba mentality coming into these type of rounds. ZOL MERAKI probably gonna steal this one away from Alter Ego, barring some great frags to come their way. On the swing, Ayumiii gets one, but capriciouS is in the right position. Oh my goodness, Alluka! They just line up for her. She knocks him down like bowling pins. This round is done though. Even if she gets this kill, there's no time for her to defuse. And ZOL MERAKI completely run on over and swarm. They zerg here. Alter Ego within the sight. And Alter Ego
against you, you can't win that. Same mentality.
Take on me. Enerii says, and she just gets taken on. Bess, complete shutdown. The swipe here, slaps her with a vandal, and capriciouS follows up as well. This site is theirs. ZOL MERAKI looking to cut this lead in half, bring it 5-10, which really isn't as big of a lead as it might seem, although they are on the attacking side, which can be a lot more difficult to try and get some of these rounds. Alluka taking the brunt of this damage on the spam from Mija.
Oh my god, Mija with the wall bang. It's so good. She finds one. That damage is making it so hard. That damage from Kamiyu shuts down Eisberg. And suddenly it's just Ayumiii inside of the smoke. The suppression as well. They are pushing up. They are swarming to hurt her. He is flashed as well. Where can you go and what can you do? They are only able to get one, not quite as Kamiyu says. That's it. We're taking all of the rounds, and we're gonna try at least get this to an OT.
The final station, ZOL MERAKI attacking side of theirs, presence here towards that A main. They have lots more waiting towards B main, but they're not giving up that noise just yet. They want to sell the fake here of A main.
I think the aggression is very proactive. Showing their presence on main is a good thing. It does deter the push and does waste some time. Enerii, we know that because she's able to get out, she can just play as aggressively as she wants. Alluka pushing out here, she does get smoked out, sprays through the smoke just in case someone decides to push or follow up. Now, they had to give up that space. The question is whether or not she can get that spray. Here comes Nightfall, it doesn't hit her, but look at capriciouS pushing out. She wasn't expecting that aggressive push by Eisberg inside of Boathouse. She does get marked. They do know there's someone in there, but Kamiyu, quick on her toes. Gets it. capriciouS in this corner, good for one. Has to be careful. What? nabbsky, what she was going for someone else, but gets a... That was good for her.
Okay. That's one of those things where you aim for the stars, but you hit the moon. Yeah.
Good enough.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, still, they don't get the round, which is one Alter Ego need. This is a gun round, by the way, so they're going to be forced in an eco once more. After losing this, lots of people tuning in at this point, it seems like, as we're burning the midnight oil, interested in some of the best of APAC, and that they very well should be. Round lead here, cut down to 4. ZOL MERAKI making the impossible happen. We've seen comeback after comeback here today from all the teams that have played. And ZOL MERAKI, they don't want to disappoint.
They know that. They have a suspicion that Ayumiii is down here. That frag will isolate her, and finally in a day, Ozen does find her. It's great.
I'm sure they're not going to mind. Well, this is very well looking like a close game now. This round should be ZOL MERAKI's 7-3. But I love the instincts. And Eisberg has found a pick. Ayumiii finds one as well, but now this round is done. No jinxing here. I'm not sleepy. This is 1v3, and this round is done.
That can be taken in two parts. Either you are not sleepy or you are not sleepy, but the aggression was punished severely.
I'm not sleepy, Studios TV.
By
How about there?
Rocky. Yes. Eisberg wants to make something happen. She can't take away some guns. capriciouS is very low.
Spike planted.
And I'm actually quite surprised that ZOL MERAKI was ready for the aggression. She walks through.
You got Rosie back here.
She is good for one. Unfortunately,
oh no!
No! But she still gets in the end.
Probably something to the tune of, guys, let's win. Guys, let's not lose. That's about it.
Guys, let's take a nap. It's Bess's nap time. I mean,
It's getting there.
curfew. Yeah, bedtime apparently, according to Mika. And I felt that, Bess. My nap time is at 10. I don't know what you're talking about. It's 12-hour nap time. Potentially 20 after this game.
Look how many ultimates ZOL have at ready.
They have hoarded it, and they will use it to their advantage, but Eisberg will take Rosie out of the way. That's great. No null command for them. They give up the space, but it's good enough. No fragment, no flash, but Kamiyu is ready. But look at the damage coming through from both of them. A double swing from Ayumiii potentially saves them. Mija playing from A main. Alluka doing the same thing that it was done to them by Mija from underneath. Regardless for enerii, throughout the boom bot, it's gonna find out the information that they need. They break it and they smoke it out as well. This is annoying to deal with. Cosmic divide as
That's
well.
a great name.
enerii finds one. Alluka as well. Alluka gets 2, and they bring it back in their hands, bringing them to an 11. Is this enough for AECL to bring the round? Give
Ego here. They have the showstopper, yes, but that can be quickly removed off of the table, off of contention by Rosie's null command if it comes into play.
Capricious just waiting out the utils. It's dashed through. enerii zoned out there by the fragment. She can still wait. How close does she know? There's a jet waiting there, but Mija was ready for her. Regardless, nabbsky and Alluka get one each. The cross is just too strong right now, but Mija is bringing it back.
What?
Kamiyu as well. How on earth is AECL doing this? Look at Ayumiii with the 3K.
As great of a team as they are, going to give us a few more rounds before ultimately potentially going down. Pressure here applied early on towards mid. enerii just gets caught out as her the force was suppressed and taken.
Oh my god, Capricious is so aggressive. Finds enerii through the smoke. Capricious is marked, but she doesn't care. She wants to take this aggressive place. She moves away. Regardless, Ayumiii is what to push forward as well. nabbsky punishes her, catches her off guard, and suddenly we're dwindling down in terms of numbers. Still a 4-on-4. A trade for a trade. But ZOL, they cut the noise. They wait up in mid, waiting for all of that utility to die down.
Trade for trade on either side. Mistakes were made. They won't let that slide. ZOL, they need a round here so desperately. Their tournament life at this point. This is tournament point for if anything here for them. Ayumiii, this is going to be big. Her holding onto this A main, but doesn't even find one to whiff. What a blunder! What a mistake! Capricious, the Capra Demon, coming in big. Eisberg here has an angle, but just can't find it. The spike has been planted down.
That fragment is good at taking the space. Here comes the nightfall. I don't know if they should be checking the corner underneath of Alluka. Look downwards. She still gets one in the end. Regardless, Capricious on the back. That's a 3K. Alluka takes it back.
Oh, she's dead.
Pain shells just to take her out of the way. Alluka is doing so well right now. nabbsky from the backside.
That's it.
But the defuse comes through. AECL, once it done and dusted, is gonna be 13-7. AECL will be going to grand finals, taking down ZOL MERAKI, but not without a heavy fight.